Oh, good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday.
Hi,
Hi.
everyone.
I hope everybody is doing well today. Welcome to Bella Crafts Live. Um, my name is Lisa Rojas, for those of you that don't know us, and this is my business partner, Ann Butler. And we own Bella Crafts Publishing. I know we're a little bit late, but my fault. I was doing stuff and, it happens
It
sometimes.
just
So
happens.
it just happens.
But we're here.
Yeah, but we're here and we're happy, right? I hope so. I am, anyways. I know Anne is because she's smiling.
Oh, okay. I think I can smile when I'm not happy. No.
Really? Oh, I can.
If I have to.
Ah,
Hmm.
good point. Good point. All right. So, if you want to know what Bella Crafts Publishing does, we put out a free craft magazine that comes out 4 times a year. Summer's been out for a couple months now and is right now in the process of doing fall. Really excited. There's going to be some great projects in there. So you guys will have to check it out. Good morning, Penny. And,
Hi,
you know,
Jenny.
oh, I didn't see
Penny.
Penny. Oh, there she is. Okay. All right. So, but the thing is that the magazine is digital and it's completely free, absolutely free. We put it out 4 times a year, and all you need to do is put in your email address. You go to our website, you click on
I
what is
want
it?
it.
Yeah, I want it. I had a brain fade there. So you click on that, and then it'll just bring up the menu that'll tell you to put in your email address, and then it'll come. Every issue that comes out will be delivered right to your inbox, and it's amazing. There's like I said, lots of beautiful projects and stuff that are in there. We've been doing this going on 11 years, so
11 years next month.
I know, right?
Yep. Yep.
Where does that go? That time just
Yep. We've
goes,
completed 10 whole years because we started in 2012.
right?
Yes.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And I tell you, we work hard and works much harder than I do, but we still work really hard.
Hi, Rebecca.
Hi, Becca.
Yes.
So,
The fall
uh,
issue is filled with fall stuff and Halloween. It's really
yeah,
fun. You guys are going to love it. I'm hoping to have it done by next week.
yay.
Yep.
Yay. If everybody can stay healthy, right? We're just going to, keep our
Well,
fingers crossed. I know. Anne is still struggling with this stuff. So,
Hi,
oh,
Sylvia.
Sylvia, good morning. Okay, so you want to tell them about our ebooks, etc.?
Okay, so we also have ebooks, which, and Rebecca says she's in the Halloween mode right now.
Yes, I'm always
And
in the
I'm
Halloween
doing a Christmas card for my live today.
mode.
Um, but
That's all right.
So we have ebooks that are available. You can go to our website and you can click digital, or you can click print, because you can get print copies if you want on some of them. I am trying to make more of them available in print copies because I know I like a hardcover book. Even though we do digital, I do like that paper in my hand, and something about, well, and maybe because I'm on the computer all day.
Yeah, well, that might have a little bit to do with it. Yeah.
So those are available to purchase. And if you get the magazine, you will see all of our ebooks that are available. I have the covers of all of them throughout the magazine, so you can see them that way too.
Perfect. Okay, so Penny said that. Oh, second time. Oh, Penny. I
Sorry,
know.
Penny.
Yeah, I
Feel
get it.
better.
Yes. I just found out that my son has it for the second time. So go figure. And Rebecca says Christmas is good all year long.
It is. It is.
It
That
is.
way you're ready when it comes, right?
I
I
know.
mean, if you're preparing all year long,
Yeah.
And you're not stressed when
No.
it comes time, you know.
Yeah. The weird thing for me is I'm doing a fall card today. And for me, I don't do Thanksgiving. I don't do fall projects. It's Halloween and then Christmas. And it just has to do from the fact when my kids were younger, we decorated and we went all out, all out. So by the time Halloween got over and I got all of that put away, we were already heading into Thanksgiving and then I'm decorating for Christmas. So it's like, I don't do that anymore. I have passed that torch to my daughter. I said, "You do it. You've got kids now. You do it for your kids." 'Cause
I still decorate. I mean, I don't decorate as much.
right.
I don't have, I have one Christmas tree now instead of several, but
Yeah,
I don't decorate as much, but I still decorate.
yeah. We do for Christmas, not so much Halloween, which is weird because my family were all Halloween freaks.
I never did Halloween. I mean, it was fall.
Yeah,
It was all fall. It was never
yeah.
really Halloween.
You know how crazy my family is with Halloween. We're just like,
Sylvia's crafting her pumpkins. Yes. See, I have pumpkins out. I have fall type things out, but
yeah,
not
not Halloween.
not
Yeah.
necessarily.
Okay, so let me show you. Oh, before I forget, we are working with Ann's products today. Yay! I always get excited when we work with Ann's products. So let me show you when I'm making, or what we're making, I should say. And I told Ann before, because she just saw it right before we went live. This is probably one of my most fun card projects ever. I just love this card. I love the colors in it. The bling around it is perfect.
It's
And
adorable.
and then you open it and you've got this pop out on the inside. Yeah, and you've got more bling in there. I just love this card. It's just way so cute. So that's what I'm going to show you guys how to make today. It was horrible to photograph.
The glare, yeah.
And not just the glare, but just to get the front, because because it's a pop out, you have to hold it closed.
Oh,
right? Because it's a pop out. So you've got that extra, bulk in the center there. So yeah, it was a nightmare to photograph, but I got
you
it.
need some of that little putty stuff.
I know. And I have some at home, but of course, yeah, exactly.
You don't pack for everything when you leave for a month.
I know. I thought I did, but go figure. So that's what we are creating today. It's going to be lots of fun. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. I'm going to show you how to use something different with, well, I know I've showed you guys before, but you'll see when I show you again with the adding the bling. So we're going to be doing
bling.
that.
It's all about the bling.
It's all about the bling, always and forever. Okay, so the giveaway this week is, we don't know.
I was waiting for her to actually say, we really don't know what it is.
Well, I didn't want
I'm just watching her be flustered.
Yeah, you're just, look at my face is all red now. You're just
the giveaway this week will be a $20 gift card to my shop.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You see, she was just letting me squirm there for a minute.
We hadn't talked about this before. She's on vacation. I'm trying to let her alone.
Oh, you don't ever have to let me alone. You know that. Unless I'm on the beach. Then no.
On the beach.
Yeah, sitting on the beach.
Yeah.
I know. In September. Crazy, but we're here. So anyways, my husband is, caught in the bedroom with the dogs. So I got to move this along so he can get out of there. So I'm going to.
He should be on the beach.
He should, but he will be later. Trust me. So I'm going to switch cameras, move my computer out of the way, because I'm working on a smaller table, and then we'll get started. So yeah. So if
Okay.
you want to get in on the giveaway for Ann's, $25 gift or $20 gift card for Ann's shop, make sure that you like, comment, and share my video here. Also Ann's when she does hers, and then go to her Facebook page. And if you haven't done so already, give her a like, okay, on her Facebook page. So she's going to put all the links in for me when I put my camera down. And those of you that are watching from YouTube, again, don't worry about, not being able to get in on the giveaway. Of course, we will put you in manually. So, we don't have to worry about anybody missing out on anything. And that's why we leave it open for almost a week. So everybody has a chance.
Yes.
Because we have so many watching the replay,
Yep. It's hard to have just the right time. I see that Sharon says hello from England. She must be on vacation.
Sharon,
and in England, it's 6 o'clock right now.
I was going to say, what are you doing?
6 o'clock Central, my time.
Yeah.
It would be 6 o'clock in England.
PM?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, good for you, Sharon. I don't know what you're doing in England, but I hope you're having a good time.
I know. Jimmy, it's cold in Montana, 50s, long sleeves. See, yep, I have long sleeves on. Yesterday, 82 degrees. Today, the high is like 67. Or going to be. I don't know if it is yet. But yes,
I don't get it.
I'm right there with you, Jimmy. I'm in Minnesota, and yep.
Yeah. No, it's warm where I am. On vacation. England is probably a crazy time to be. Oh, here we go. Sorry. Hang on.
Love lives.
Yeah. Well, I muted my phone, but it pops up on my computer.
Mine does too.
So it annoys me.
It's like, don't do that.
I know. It's like, stop it, because then my screen switches and I've got to figure out where everybody went. So
Rebecca
anyway.
would welcome warm weather. Rebecca, I would welcome being in Florida right now. I am not a cold weather girl, let me tell you.
You would really like it down here.
Yeah. February, I'm going to the beach.
Awesome. Yeah, that's going to be great. Okay, so let me move things around and then we will get started. Yes, I got to plug in my iron and all of that.
So we're going to let her get situated, and I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek of what I'm going to create at 2 o'clock. So come back for the second live, and I am going to do this Christmas card using my ornament builders.
Oh my God, that is gorgeous.
And then my flourish background stamp, which is one of my favorites. Wow. So come back at 2 o'clock, and I'm going to switch this so that Lisa has the whole camera and you guys can see better.
All right. Whoop, let me plug my iron in right now before I forget. And then I'll be wondering why my rhinestones aren't working right. All right, here we go. We're plugged in. Good to go. All right. So along with Ann's template for the Rhinestone Genie that I absolutely love, I'm going to show you this here right now so you can see it a little bit better. But this, of course, is the front. And I just love this. This card is just so cool. And then you pop it open, and then there you go. So this is done with Karen Burniston, her dies. She makes all kinds of interactive mechanisms for interactive dies for your card making and stuff. So this is the one that I'm using today. You should check her stuff out. She's got some really, really cool stuff, and so you guys will be going gaga. All right, so let us get started here. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the blingy stuff first, and then I'll put it all together and show you how it works. Okay, so, but for right now, I'm going to show you all of the stuff that goes into this card making. Okay, so this is the mechanism that makes the card pop out. And then, of course, we've got all of these frames that I cut out and a little piece of window plastic. And then your card size is, it's basically an A2. So, regular size card. Okay. All right. So to bling this little baby out here, let me move the stuff. I'm working on a small table, so it's a little bit difficult trying to get everything situated. All right. So we need these two. Okay. Whoops. All right. Now I know you guys have seen us use this before, because it is probably my favorite project that Ann has. Or not product, I should say. I just absolutely love this so much. So I'm going to show you how to do this. I got to grab my brush because I dropped it on the ground. There we go. Okay. Whew. All right. So what I'm using two different sets of Ann's templates today. The rectangle set, which Anna, I'm going to ask you to show them your templates because I didn't bring my extra ones out here. Okay.
Yeah, I'll grab them and show them after.
Okay, perfect. And then also she's got a set of tags that I'm going to be using in this project also. So the thing is that I wanted this frame to have bling all the way around it. And every way that I tried to do it, I couldn't get it right. So I have this trick that Ann showed me where I'm just going to use pieces of it to put it together. So that's always fun. Now let me find my other thing real quick. There it is. Gotta have some good tape for this. All right, so what I did for the frame, as you can see, I put it down first just to see what I was working with. And these line up perfectly on the sides and the bottom. So we're gonna start with that one first. All right. No, where is my tool? There it is. Okay. So to make this, so much fun. All right, so we're going to do the big one first. And then I'll do the smaller one. Okay, so for this, I knew when I laid it down, okay, this is where I want the last of my holes to go. So I'm going to take these off. So then that way, if when you're using the templates, if you don't have the exact size that you need, then this is how you make do with what you have. And it's perfect. I did not think of this when, Ann originally showed me. But I'm really glad that she did because I've used this a lot now just by adding stuff to see what I want and what I don't want. All right, so we've got 4 holes on each side. All right, so what you're going to do is you're just going to take some, washi tape or something like that and cover your holes, the ones that you do not need. And then we're going to bling this baby out. All right, so you're going to start off just like that. And then the next thing that we're going to do, I'm going to move this out of the way. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your rhinestones and pour them out onto your tray. So what you need to do this with the Rhinestone Genie, you're going to need a cookie sheet, you're going to need your templates, rhinestones, and then a brush. So those are the things that you'll need. And Ann's going to put the link in because she has all of these on her website. So, and she also has a really good deal on them too. So if you haven't purchased them before, you should check it out, guys. All right. And I said, one of these days, this cookie sheet is going to blow up right in my face because it doesn't sit down flat. All right. So what you're going to do, pour the rhinestones over your template, and then you're just going to swirl them around. And I think this is absolutely ingenious. Just ingenious. And then as you're swirling, the rhinestones go right into the template holes. So that gives you the ability to put many, many rhinestones on at one time. All right, so we've got one right there, and I'm just going to add it really quick. Just, there we go. Okay, so now all of my holes are covered. Perfect, right? They're all covered, and whoops, missed one right there. And then ready to go. So then what you're going to do is you're going to push all these off to the side, okay, because you don't need them. So we're going to move all of those. There we go. All right, so we're going to move them all out of the way there. And then you're left with this. So what you're going to do from here is you're going to just take your brush and just smooth them over the stones so they're all, laying down nicely. But I mean, gone are the days where we have to do this one rhinestone at a time. I just absolutely hate that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I've got an adhesive sheet, okay, that you're going to use with the template. And I've already measured out what I need for it. So I'm going to remove the backing, and then I'm going to lay this down on top of the template. Okay, and when you do this, you want to do it quickly. Don't hover over it. Don't, just do it quick, okay? Because if you get down there really low and you don't do it quickly, you might pick your rhinestones up with your adhesive. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay it down. There we go. And then once I have it laid down, then I'm going to take my finger and just go over all of them in there. There we go. And then I'm going to make sure that all of them are in there good and the adhesive has picked them up. And then we're going to pull the adhesive up with the rhinestones. Okay, so as you can see, this is going to pull right up. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to lay this back down on my adhesive sheet because I want to do the top part now. Okay, and then it looks like I missed one, but that's all right. We can fix that. Okay, so I'm going to lay this back down just because I don't want it to get messed up before I get a chance to use it. And I'll just tuck that under. And make sure that when you're finished, save your adhesive sheets because you can use these over and over again. They're not one-time uses. You can use them multiple times. I believe Ann says like maybe 10, 12 times for paper. And then, for fabric, you won't be able to use it as much for fabric, but you can with paper. But you can still use it multiple times with the fabric. Okay, so we've got that there, and I'm going to take this off and set it off to the side. And now I need to do this top part because I did not do it with the other one. So now we're going to just do the top part here. All right, just make sure we move this up just a smidge. All right, and then I'm going to lift this up and show you. See, now I'm going to do that top part, and then that's going to fit in perfectly right there at the very top. So that's what I love about the way that you can do this, because there's so many different, Ann showed me a lot of tricks and tips to do with this. So, it's a whole lot of fun. All right, so I'm going to lay that back down, and then we're going to go through the routine again, where I'm just going to spread these over on top of those holes right at the top there. And I've got one. Every once in a while, you're going to have one that turns. And all you need to do is you can either pick it up, by hand and fix it, or you can just lay the rhinestones back on it and do the circles again. But what you're going to do, you just want to make sure that you get all those holes filled. Okay, so now I've got these filled, and I'm going to take this off for now because I'm going to have rhinestones stuck on my tape here. So I'm going to smooth this all out of the way, because right now this is the only spot that I'm worried about, right here. So again, I cut another piece of adhesive. I could have used the same one, but because I'm layering, I wanted to just make sure, I just wanted to make sure that I had separate ones because I was layering it. Okay, so then we're going to do the same thing again. I'm just going to lay the tape down. There we go. Make sure that it's on there good. All the rhinestones are going to stick, and then I'm going to lift that up. There we go. And then again, I'm going to put this back down just for now, because I'm going to go ahead and do that other smaller piece. And with that one, I used one of the rectangles. So we're going to take this one off. There we go. And now we're going to switch it up with the rectangles here. Okay, and again, what you're going to do is you're going to just put all your rhinestones over on top, and then you just swirl them around until you get them all in the holes and everything is upright. Okay, so I've got, again, a couple of them that I have to redo, but again, that's a-okay. And let's see, oh, just got one right there that needs to go. All right, let me grab my little tool. It'll be easier for me. My little pickup tool. This is what I was saying. You can use something like this if you need to turn, one of the rhinestones over. So I'm just going to grab one and then just lay it down on top there. There we go. Oh, geez. Now I turn the other one over. All right. Let me grab one. Come on, baby.
It's because you're live.
Of course it is. You know how that goes.
Yes.
We do this every single week, and you know it. Some days it goes really smooth. Some days it doesn't. And I keep turning these every time. So now I'm going to pull them out all together and re-swish. I thought that I could do it the quick way, but yeah, no. All right. So I still have that one right there that's being a little booger. So I'm going to pull that out and then just add one in. There we go. Okay. So again, I'm going to get all of these out of the way. Okay, and then just go over my template here. And then we're going to lay the adhesive sheet back down. And again, there we go. I'm going to pick this up. Okay. There we go. And then I'm going to lay that back down just for a minute here so I can move things around. All right. So we're done with this part. So I'm going to put this down. There we go. All right. And so now we're ready to apply them. So I'm going to do the frame first. Okay, so we're going to lay this down. And then what you're going to do is you're going to use a hot, dry iron. Okay, you want to make sure that it's nice and hot, but it's dry. All right, so then now what we're going to do is pull this back off of the adhesive sheet. And again, make sure you save this because you can reuse it. Let's see if I can peel this off without too much havoc. All right, so I'm going to lay this one back down. Now you'll see when I lay it down, there we go, that I missed one right here, but I'm not going to worry about that right now because I can go back later and just plop one in there. So I'm not even going to worry about it. But then what you want to do is you want to, again, press it down, make sure that your rhinestones are nice and good. And then you're going to take your hot iron and you're going to go over each section of the rhinestones. Okay. And while you're doing this, you don't want to go back and forth, the back and forth motion. You want to go up and down because if you go back and forth, you might shift your rhinestones, which I have done before when I was first learning how to do this. I did that because, you know, when you grab an iron, the first thing that you think of is to move it back and forth. Well, you're not supposed to do that with this. Okay, so you're just going to cover all of these and make sure that everything is going to be on there. And now we're going to test it and make sure that everything laid down. Okay, so with this, you want to work a little bit fast when you're working on paper, just for the simple fact that you don't want your adhesive to totally stick to your paper that you're working on. Now see, you can see that I'm peeling these off and I had one right there that moved. But again, not a problem. I'm going to lay that back down. Because what I can do, if you catch it in time, you can slide it over. You can just, if the adhesive is still a little bit wet, you can slide it over some. And if not, then what you can do is you can just take a simple pick and just pick it off and lay another one down. Either way, it's not an issue, right? Okay, so for this one, it's going to give me a problem. It's not going to lay down. So I'm just going to leave that off. All right, we're not going to worry about it because after I'm done, then I can, like I said, I can go back and layer those back down. So then I'm going to take this other piece that I did for the top and make sure And then I'm going to lay this right down here on the top here. And I found too, I found a new trick that I liked when I was using this, especially when you're using smaller pieces. You know, if you're having problems with your paper moving or something when you're trying to pick it up, add a little bit of, tape runner on the back of your paper and put it down and then lay your rhinestones on top. You don't have to do it that way, but I have found that that does make it easier when you're using a smaller sheet of paper. All right, so we're going to do the same thing as before, and we're just going to iron these and make sure that we get those rhinestones on there nice and good. So there's just a few of them on there, and that should be plenty. All right, so now we're going to do the same thing, and we're going to lift. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now I'm saving the paper here. And then we're going to repeat the process one more time with this smaller piece. And this is what I was talking about when you're using a smaller piece. Because the tape is going to go all over the paper. It's going to be all over the paper. So sometimes it will pull up with. But if you add just a tad bit of adhesive under there, you're good. Or you can just do it this way too. Either way works. All right, so again, we're just going to heat up these rhinestones. Make sure they're nice and good. Okay, now let's peel that off one more time. And see what I mean about your paper pulling up when you're using a smaller piece? So there we go. So we're going to pull that off. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Now, after you do this, if you have seen someplace where you look at it and you go, oh, that's crooked or whatever, again, you can pick it off and then lay it back down and just add the iron again. All right. And that is totally crooked on my paper. But that's all right. It's still going to be cute. Okay, so now let's put the card together so I can show you how to do that. All right. So with all of this stuff, what you're going to need is your base card. And then you're going to need some pattern papers. I used 2 different types of pattern papers. So you're going to need those. You're going to need all of the dies to do this with. All right. Get my glue thing fixed here. Okay. All right, tape runner. I don't want to take the time to mess with the glue. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take the rectangle. You'll see in the dies, you can see them all here. These are all the pieces. So you've got all these rectangle dies in this already. So you're going to take one of those, and you're going to use that for your opening. Okay, so you're going to cut that out, and then you're going to do the same thing 2 more times with your pattern paper. And then you're ready to start layering everything. All right, so we're going to put this one on the front. And make sure that I get it lined up with my card base there. There we go. All good. Okay. And then the same thing on the inside. Gonna going to lay that down. Okay. Oh, we need to go over just a smidge. Okay, so make sure, there we go, that I don't go too far over. Okay, there we go. All right, so then you're going to put your last piece, and this is going to go on your back. Okay, so we're going to lay that down and cover up the back piece. Okay, there we go. Now we can start putting the layers on it. Okay, so what we're going to do for this is going to be the first layer that's going to go on the pop out itself. So as you can see, I, cut the corners of the rectangle one, the solid one first, and then I added the pretty scallop. Okay, so we've got that one, and then this one, I'm going to add a little piece of plastic that is gonna cover this up. Now, you don't have to use the plastic if you don't want, that's totally up to you. I just thought it looked kind of cool with it, so I went with it. But either way, it's fine. All right, so we're going to take all the tape off of this and then lay our window plastic down. There we go. Okay, and just make sure that this isn't like a shaker where if you don't get all, if you don't get all of it covered, it's not going to be a big deal because nothing is going to be flying out. All right, so then once you have that, then you're going to layer that down on top. Okay, so we're going to add a little bit more tape. And then we're going to layer that right on top there. There. Okay, good. All right. So now we're going to work with the mechanism. I'm going to show you how to do this, okay? Because it's going to be 2 pieces. So what you need to do is you're going to take these first side pieces here and you're going to fold these over. It all has score lines and stuff on it, so it's all done for you. You just have to just fold it. It's already scored. Okay, now I will say for this, the cardstock paper that I had to do this with was a little bit thin. It wasn't like a heavy hard cardstock. This is probably a 60-pound. So I wanted something a little bit more sturdy for that. So what I did was I just doubled it. I just, glued 2 pieces together and then die cut it out that way. And I found that it works really, really good that way. Okay, so you've got that. Then you're going to fold these ends. Okay, and then these top pieces up here. Okay, first we're going to adhere these because you want these 2 laid down. And you want to make sure that these are down really good. The flaps are down really good because that's what's going to make your mechanism sturdier. So just make sure that you get those down there really, really well. All right, so we're going to whip those 2 pieces over like that. And then you've got this piece. This is what it looks like now. So then what you're going to do is you're going to take these flaps on the ends and you're just going to fold them over just a little bit on each side because you want them to go into the slots in this piece. Okay, so we're going to fold these over. And again, all the directions for this is on the packaging that the die comes in, but I will also be doing a blog post on it. So, and she's got tons of videos and stuff on her website. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to fold this on all of the score marks, okay? So we're going to fold this one. It's going to go down, just like that. Okay, and then we're going to fold this one up. And then there's another one, that's this one right here. And then we're going to fold that one this way. Okay, so now you can see this is what your mechanism is going to look like. And you can see the two little slots that are in it. Okay, so now you're going to take this piece and you can see it's got a slit in it already. So you're going to take the first one on the right, and that one's going to go in this first hole here. Let me make sure I'm getting it in there right. There we go. Okay, it's in there. So now I want to pull my flaps back out, and then I'm going to glue those down. All right, so you've got that one in. So after you have that one in, then you're going to do the same thing with this top one. And you're just going to slide that in. And it takes, you know, a little bit of maneuvering because you're working with score marks and all of that. So, you know, and tiny little slots. But it does work out really, really cool. All right. So there we go. Now that one's in. All right. So this is what it looks like once you have it done. Okay, so, excuse me. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to set your mechanism down. So what you want to do for that is we're going to take this piece right here. And for me, I'm going to do this with the tape runner, but, you know, just for time purposes. But making this, I would definitely use glue or double side, you know, the red line tape, one of those, because you really want this piece to stay down where it's supposed to stay down. Okay, but for this, I'm just going to do it like this real quick. Okay, so what you want to do, excuse me, take your card, okay, and then you're going to lay this right next to the fold, the center fold there. Okay, and you're going to try, you know, make sure that it's straight. And then you're going to adhere that down really, really good. And then again, come back. Make sure that those little areas of this little area is tucked down nice and tight. Okay, so then the last thing that you're going to glue is this piece right here. So the easiest way to do this piece is take it and fold it like this. Okay, let me get everything straight here. All right, so you're going to fold it just like that. And again, you want to make sure that you take these pieces down. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let me grab my regular tape, just so I make sure that those don't pop out, because you don't want them popping out. All right, so I'll put one just right on top there. Again, I would glue all of this down with, you know, with regular glue. I would not use tape on this if I was making it, you know, to give away. All right, so we're going to take that one down. Okay, so there. So now you've got that, right? And you have this one little piece right here. So then what you want to do is you want to close your card and see where that tab falls. Now, honestly, I have just found by, you know, playing with this back and forth, that as long as I get it close to here, to the edge of my pattern paper, then I'm good. And it works really good. So we're going to add some tape here. Okay, we'll move that back around. And then you're just going to make sure that that's going to work. Okay, so now you want to test it out and make sure, there we go. Okay, so it's going to pop. Everything's good. Okay, so now we're ready to finish it all off. And by doing that, oops. Okay, to finish it off, I have these cute little gnome guys that I found. So these are really cute. So I went ahead and I stamped them with my black Gina ink, of course, and then colored them with the watercolors. And then, of course, I cut them out. So now we're ready to get to the decorating part. So this little guy, he's going to go on the inside here. So we're going to add him down. You know, and I wanted to tell you guys too, while I'm thinking about it, I was talking to Ann about this before I left for the beach, and I don't know if I've ever told you guys this because it's just something that I do, but anytime I'm working with watercolors, you know, pencils, palettes, whatever, or my chalks, I do, once I'm done, I do put a sealer on everything. It's not because you have to, but for me, when you put the sealer on, it pops. All of your coloring and stuff just pops more. So I wanted to let you guys know that, you know, I do that. Because Ann was like, well, you should tell everybody when you're doing your live. And it's like, oh, yeah, okay. I didn't think about it. All right. So now this little guy is going to go on here. So I want to make sure that when I put him on, he's going to be able to be seen. Okay, so let me look. Okay. And then I'm just going to add some tape right on that top piece. And I'll show you here in just a second. Okay. I'm going to put your adhesive there. And then I have to turn this back around because I can't do it upside down. And then you're going to take your little guy, again, make sure that he can be seen in your window. Okay, there we go. Again, I have found that it usually will line up right with my pattern paper. So we're going to take that and then push this down. And I think I have him on a little bit crooked. There we go. Okay. So now you've got your pop out. That is just the cutest thing ever, I think. It's just adorable. Okay, so to finish the inside, whoops, it popped up. That's why I said don't use a tape runner, okay? You want to use a good heavy duty tape. So for the inside then, I took my little paper here that I have with my Rhinestone Genie rhinestones on there. Okay. And then I stamped this little saying and I added some foam tape to the back. So, and then also I cut another piece out. I can't lift it. There we go. I cut another piece out with one of the squares that's in the die set. And then that's going to go here and it's going to cover this. So we're going to add this. Now you could do this too, which would probably be easier to do before you assemble it. But you know me, I like the challenge of doing things the difficult way. So, all right. So I'm just going to lay that on there in that smaller piece first in that area there. And then we're going to add this to the middle. And that's going to go right there. It's perfect. See, love that. But again, it's not sticking down over here, so that's why it's not flapping like it's supposed to. But you guys get the idea, right? All right, so now what you're going to do is now you're just going to finish it off. So to finish it off, super easy. Again, I added a double layer of tape here, of foam tape for my girl, because I wanted her to pop out just a little bit. And we're going to add her right there. Excuse me. And then we're going to add these two pieces right to the front here, which you can do either way. And there we go. Add some tape here. Okay, so you can add this either way, however you want. If you want to put the flower there or whatever, but this is how I did it. Okay. And then we're going to put that there, and then it's done. Okay, so, oh, no, it's not. I forgot my favorite part. Oh my goodness. All right, so we're going to take this piece that I did all of these beautiful rhinestones on, and then we're going to add that right to the center of the frame there. And I just think that just by adding the rhinestones on it, I think it just popped so much better when I added them. But, you know, it's however you like to do it. All right, so we're just going to add that there. And then that's how you finish it. Okay, so let me show you once again on the finished one, since this one is working. Again, see, everything is there. And then you open it up. And you've got this fun inside. So very cute. So you definitely, like I said, you definitely want to use glue on this, you guys, and like a red line or tape or something. You don't want to use a tape runner. And I know I say this all the time when I'm working with interactive cards. You really want to make sure that those mechanisms are going to work the right way. Okay, so there we go. So super cute. Now, this was not that difficult to make, or that, you know, it's a very easy card. Everything is all cut out for you, so that's always good. All right. So let me switch my cameras over.
Yeah, just a lot of pieces to the card. It's super cute.
I'm telling you right now, I think it has to be one of my favorite cards.
She said that before the show too, so I know it is.
I know.
So
really?
I wanted to show you guys the rhinestone packages. I'll make myself big for a minute and let Lisa clean up. Wait.
Thank you.
No, I'd have to switch us out. I'd have to take you totally out.
Oh, well, that's fine.
So, okay, to do that. Okay. So this is one of the rhinestone templates she used. I'm trying to get rid of the glare from my overhead lights. So if you ordered this on my website, you would get this. You would get the alphabet set, and you would get 3 sheets of the iron-on transfer sheets, a package of rhinestones, and the brush. So the only thing you need is the aluminum tray, which you just pick up at the dollar store. That's all you need. So she used the tag one, which is one of my favorites. And then she used the rectangle one. And besides that, we have squares. So these are all for card making. Ovals. Circles. And then the first 2 I did with Rhinestone Genie go with my Unity stamps, the 1-inch and 2-inch squares and rectangles. And that's these 2. So all of those are available for sale on my site, and I did put the link in there for you. And I'm going to add Lisa back to the stream. There you go.
Yeah.
That was such a cute card. And yes, I could tell it was your favorite because you kept saying it.
I know. Because I said it to Rich. I don't know how many times either. God, that's so cute. But yeah, it was one of my favorites. I have a
to me, it would be cute the way it opens up.
Yeah.
And you could have money underneath it for a birthday card.
Oh, of course.
You know.
Oh yeah, you can do lots of different things with this.
So many things you can do.
Yeah, it's really just a really cute card. And Karen's templates are just amazing.
She makes beautiful dies, and she's been doing it for many years.
Yeah, she has.
So she's very good at what she does. Yes.
All right. So that is it for me, guys. We're going to be back in a little less than an hour. I told Rich, we shouldn't be too long. He's only been trying to be quiet with 2 wiener dogs in the bedroom. Yeah, But when you travel,
you do what you have to do.
You do what you got to do. And he's wonderful about it. So
come back at 2:00 Central Time, and I'm going to show you how to create a card like this. It's so quick and easy. You can make these for your Christmas cards because it is easy.
It's beautiful. My goodness.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yes.
All right, you guys. So join us back. Like I said, less than an hour. Ann's going to show you that beautiful card, and we will see you guys then. But always take some time to craft because it's good for your soul.
It is, definitely.
It really is.
So, bye, guys.
See ya.